From start to finish, not good enough. Simple as. You know, if you don't do the basics in football, like I said, it's 3 times now. It's twice at home. Came up against a different side than the last time it happened, Kiddie, but we just weren't at the races. Didn't win battles. Never played football. Just kicked it up in the air. Not going to win any football matches playing like that. Simple as.
Luke O'Neill got man of the match. He was one that did try, didn't he, today?
I'd be struggling to pick a man of the match today, if I'm honest. Luke got it. Pat him on the back, but you know it's not about man of the match and stuff like that. You know we can't put in performances like that. So no shouting at them this time. You know there needs to be 1 or 2 things done about that because it's like I say, it's happening once too often in my eyes.
Do you feel that 2-0 down at half-time was harsh then? 2 own goals it was, or do you feel that perhaps you did get your just desserts? No,
we got our just desserts. You know, we tell them what to expect, but there wasn't, you know, just the basics. You know, they come here, they ran harder than us, they worked harder than us. You know, we got away with it last weekend at Grimsby. That's how I see it. Simple as. No excuses. You know, we got away with it. You know, we scored 2 goals in the second half that got us out of jail. But, you know, these worked harder than us. They did all the basics. They won second balls. They played the ball. They passed the ball when they needed to. They clipped in at the corners when they needed to. All we did is run around and kick the ball up in the air for 90 minutes.
You tried to change the game plan, shake it up a little bit at half time. Within 2 minutes, it was all shot again, wasn't it?
Yeah. Once again, it basically sums our performance up. You know, one centre half goes up. The lineswoman said that it was Fuchs that flicked it, but the centre half should be in a position where he just covers around that, and that goes back to the keeper. But you know, that's taking nothing away from Southport and heart and desire. You can understand why they're winning so many games at the minute. It's my job now to put that right, so I'm not accepting that.
Lincoln City on Tuesday night. It's not a long time to get it right as well.
No, you know, it's we need a game to get that out of the system. But the way I'm seriously thinking now at the minute, there might be 1 or 2 changes, there might be 1 or 2 being brought in at the minute, because I'm just, we've papered over the cracks the last couple of games, and we got away with it against Grimsby. I don't want us to try and get away with it now for the next couple of games. It's my job to put it right. Players don't want to do, I've said all the basics. I'll do something about it.
The first came when Tom Naylor was going off. Do you feel that people just switched off when that happened?
No, we worked yesterday an hour on defending set pieces. Defending throw-ins. We knew that it was all about. We knew what you know. If you can't defend balls like that, then we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're not the smallest side in the world. But give Southport credit. They come here, did the job on us, thoroughly deserved it.
Was the Naylor injury taking him off just precautionary?
No, he's done his hamstring, so it's a bad one. So he wouldn't have been able to carry on. So it was something that was forced upon us, but you know, it wasn't about injuries and other players coming on. I think from the start to the end of this game, we weren't at the races. Now that has to be put right. Now, you know, there's 2 ways we can put it right. The players can give me a response, or I have to do something about it.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay.
Well, just about making changes. You're talking in terms of changing personnel, or actually looking to bring a couple of new players in.
No, you know, I've been mindful of the fact that, you know, especially last week, we got away with it. I thought last week. You know, I know people talk about. I'm trying to be honest now. But we talk about the great escape last week and scoring 2 goals, but for 45 minutes we got overrun, overbattled, outplayed, and we got away with it. We can't keep. You know, if we've got aspirations of being successful this season, and if we've got aspirations of this club being a success, we can't pick and choose our games to play. Now, at the minute, it's the case of, like I've said, this group's an honest bunch. But you know, honesty only gets you so far. You know, I'm here to win. I'm here to be successful. You know, and I want people to be alongside me that are successful. You know, do I think this group of players can be successful? Yeah, but we might need some ingredients added to it. So I don't want many more days like today. You know, it comes to the point where you can go in the dressing room sharp, you can ball. But after a bit, you know, sometimes things just need doing about it. So, you know, some tough decisions need making. I'm going to go away, think about it tonight, because I'm talking with my heart at the minute. But if I'm honest, probably could see it coming. There was a few cracks appearing in us for the last couple of games, so they might need a fresh face bringing in.
As I say,
guys, can I just?
Oh, sure, yeah, go on, sure.
I've got to get this interview done. Sorry, Paul, I've got to let you start again. So sorry about that. Probably not wanting to do that today, but
yeah, it's no problem.
Paul, where did it go wrong today then?
When the referee blew the first whistle, and when he blew it to end the game, nothing went right. Nothing. We never turned up. You know, all the basics and the basis to win a football match, we didn't do. They did it. You can understand why they're the form team at the minute. Give credit to them. They're brilliant at what they do. But you know, we rehearsed everything that they threw at us yesterday. But you know, if we can't keep competing like that and going into games like that and expect to win. You know, and I said last week, you know, the euphoria after the game probably papered over cracks last week. I was mindful of that. Probably didn't act on it, but it happened again today. And I think I've got to start and do something about it now.
So what would you do?
Well, the options are, you know, we up things up in certain areas, or I'll bring some fresh faces in. You know, like I say, this group's an honest bunch, and I'm looking back. That's the third game we've lost this season, but we've papered over the cracks in one or two areas, and you know, we might need to freshen things up in certain areas.
Is it concerning you, this recent form? Because you say you papered over the cracks, possibly a bit against Grimsby, and you also had the poor home game before that against Kidderminster. So it has been a bit dodgy here at home, hasn't it? Yeah, you know, the teams that get promoted, teams that win championships, teams that are successful have a strong mindset. You know, when everyone around them's crumbling, they get stronger. You know, at home people can make excuses about anxiety and stuff like that. So, a load of crap as far as I'm concerned. You know, we're paid to play football, paid to win football matches, and it's very, very simple. You know, people need to do the jobs. You know, I think what can happen, and what I'm mindful of might be happening is one or two players have ejected themselves into a position of, you know, where they think they might not be dropped, or there might be someone in the stand looking at them. But you know, in football, you know, I include myself in this. You're only as good as your last game. You know, today we were poor. We were poor in every department, and there needs to be a response. You know, on the basis of, you know, our work ethic, the way we play. I mean, all we did today was chase around, run after shadows, and kick the ball up in the air. You're never going to win a football match like that. That doesn't say to me success. It doesn't say to me, you know, we've got good players that can play. We've got good players that can work hard. We're fit, we're strong, but we're just missing a bit of a mindset at the minute. Was there any element of bad luck in it? Because obviously both own goals to start with in the first half.
No. You make your own luck in this game. You know what I mean? When their ball went into their box, you didn't see it. Well, I don't know how their goal was, but I didn't see any own goals. I saw people just putting their head on the ball and heading it, you know, 30 yards. Basics. You know, if we can't compete physically, we can't. You know, we're not mentally strong enough to do what we're told. You know, I'm going to have to do something about it. Whether we work hard on the training ground, whether we put a little bit more time and effort in. I don't know how we're going to do that, but you know, or whether it's fresh faces. You know, we're coming to a census point. I said we're coming to the nitty-gritties of the season now, where pitches are going to start and deteriorate. Teams like Southport are going to come here. They're going to make it uncomfortable for us. If we can't deal with that, then it's going to be a long season.